I don't know if this thing is going to be working. This is actually going to be towards the items needed for, what was it? Oh, the certificates or the mastery levels for these particular ships. Currently, you do see a Dreadnought in Empire. Yes, it is the tester, so you have all the lovely things with it. I'm going to show you what it is for the masteries. Currently, Mano has the mastery level at proficiency level 2, meaning he has Amar targeting management at level, the required levels for it, the capital armor tanking at the required levels for proficiency level 2. He has it for proficiency level 2 for the weapons. He has it for the navigation and the corset ship operation systems. The further you go up in the line, the higher the stuff you're going to require. The little circles you see right here in the very lower corner, most people don't see them, is actually the units needed to go train. Of course, the higher the proficiency level, the more you're going to have to train those particular skills to get them into that area. See, it's actually requiring at level 5 to actually get shield operations for reinforcement. Every ship has its little knickknacks and everything else. Now, the certificates are still under the skill set. They've actually considerably lowered the amount of stuff in the current character list. Of course, you got your combat log, your plexes, your kill rights, everything there, except they took the skill points and the certificates, which were actually above decorations, which is something I've never seen, something I've seen before. But as I'm seeing, you're going to look at the certificates. Mano currently has all these. Let's go to armor and let's see what proficiency levels are required for those items. As you could possibly read, it says certificate represents the level of competency to active and passive armor-based defense. The holder has learned that it's generally wise to concentrate in one particular area of defense, such as armor or shields, on a given ship. It's a good sell for Mar and Galante, give or take. Of course, you got your drones, which is Galante. Mano's got a lot of them. It shows the more skills you're gonna have to get. It's just like the certificates, just not like the certificates, I believe. I mean, I can go into the settings and deselect that. It says only my current ones. Then it shows skill point, stuff that I could possibly go into and train for the quote-unquote certificates, which are now in the proficiency levels. That's what they're talking about. History is still the same way, it's just they added certificates to the skill points. Now, you're seeing a Dread, but let's see about a lower class frigate or another ship that might require something different. As once again, it still has the fittings, the requirements, the masteries, which is actually just another form of certificates. Now let's look at the Tech 2 versions for the Masters. Once again, it shows Mano being the proficiency level of level 2 in the frigates. Now, this is something I'm covering that I possibly should have covered some time ago, right when I needed to. This is your ship's tree, which shows everything from the Amar Empire, the Galante, the Caldari, and the Minotaur, the main 4 races. It also include the factional races, or Baristas, Sancho, Archangels, Serpentis and all that. And they also added Sisters of Eve. The new class frigate would actually have the attributes of not that much, actually. It's a frigate, so it's going to be small, light, and fast. But it's a balance between drones and turrets with armor, actually. The ship is actually going to have a slot configuration of 4-4-2 with 2 high slots for turrets. This one's actually more designed for straight out destruction. So I think they go here on the sides. I'm not too sure where their placement is. The little tick marks underneath is actually just the proficiency level. That's what it's basically pointing out to. The attributes of the cruiser is a little bit different. Of course, it's a higher class ship and everything else. I do apologize if I'm going too fast. They're faction-based only, meaning they only go with the Sisters of Eve and Sisters of Eve only. So you'll probably having people buy them and sell them outrageously for the prices of however they want to get a profit off of it. But the ship has a 5-5-5 with a 4 turret slot highs. This one's actually designed for more of a covert ops. Now, I'm going to go a little bit better into what I was informing. The proficiency level is just showing exactly what and how high you have those proficiency skills needed for those ships. Of course, you have nothing, it shows as a big fat empty spot. Now this goes a bit delving a little bit different into the command ships. They have the Absolution now, which is now the Harbinger class ship, which is a command ship, but they show it as just a command ship. It doesn't give the fleet command or anything else like that. But this is where the roll bonus comes in. It can link 3 warfare links simultaneously. So they changed the Harbinger to a fleet command ship. And the little tick marks that are showing just shows the fact that I am showing with the proficiency skill level needed for those particular ships. So at a quick glance, someone can easily look at the ships and say, oh look, this guy only has a level 2 in in the Black Ops ships. Or he has level 3 for battle cruisers, so on and so forth. The Nighthawk will now be placed as the Drake, which is the fleet command ship. they finally put the Drake in where it needs to be, a fleet command ship. Though, personally, I think it should be nothing more than a field command ship. Same thing goes for the Galante. They actually took the Brutix and made it into a fleet ship. The EOS is now the actual field command ship for the fleet. It actually has a pretty decent looking on it. They finally took a ship and made it useful. Although the Myrmidon was a very useful ship in the first place. They're taking the Sleipnir and putting it also as the Hurricane fit ship, as you can see here. I do apologize if I sound monotone. I'm halfway awake. Yay. 1:30 in the morning. Now, granted, the battleships do have their different looks. Here is a standard fit and a standard look for a Tempest. Pretty mundane, everyone has seen this ship design before, and so on and so forth. Now, the Marauder for this particular class of ship is shown right here. Hopefully they actually updated the model. Right now it's still a work in progress. I do apologize for any inconvenience they miss. Well, the devs are having fun with it because they're still trying to figure it out right now. But this is the model so far. Instead of having the rectangular sails, it has these semicircle sails. So the key is that these ships will not lose their ability to use the certificates. It just means that you have a proficiency skill level now. Turrets still look the same exactly as they were. No changes. Other than that, I don't see any other need for any more agreements to this. Although I do need to have a little talk with CCP about the placement of the paladin weapons. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night.